G&D, we here.
Who the fuck are you? Nah, really, like, who the fuck are you? Not the version you put on for your friends, for your family. Not the one shaped by your parents' expectations and society's expectations. Not the one who adjusts their tone, their laugh, their ambitions, just to make others comfortable. Yeah, I mean you. Even me. Who am I? Who the fuck are you? Cause let's keep it a band. Most people will go their whole life never actually meeting the real them. They think that's who they are. They feel that's who they are. Ask yourself this. If everything you built right now, from your job, to your relationship, to your status, to your fucking name, if you had all of that stripped away from you, who the fuck is that person? Yeah, you know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure you don't even have an answer. Shit, I didn't even have an answer for a while. And I'm still fucking learning who the fuck I am. We don't admit it, but a lot of us are putting on and playing on roles that we didn't even write for ourselves. But who the fuck are we? Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you? Yo, come vibe out with us on Current Vibe.
Current Vibe Podcast with O and Vybe.
Yeah. What's the vibes? It's your guy Anya here, and this is Current Vibe. No matter what the vibes is, high, low, or somewhere they're unknown, we take it there, we break it down, and then we bring it home. And of course, I am also with my lovely co-host, Vibe. Yo, Vibe, say what up to the tribe.
Hey, what's the vibe, tribe? It's Vybe. Not gonna lie, things might get a little uneasy today, but that's where growth happens, right?
Yo, today's vibe of the day.
Vibe of the day, reckoning.
Reckoning has different meanings, but in this case, it's just the realization. It's when the truth about yourself and the lies you've been telling yourself, they come crashing in. Boom! The moment when shit don't feel right. This shit not the same for me. You always tired. You thinking that it's retrograde. You thinking that you overworked. You thinking that it's all types of shit. But it's just you being tired of playing a role. But then when you really look back in the mirror, if you could even look in the mirror, you don't even know who the fuck that person is looking back at you. And when that moment happens, a lot of people like to hide behind the excuses. Even myself, I'm not exempt from this shit, bro. How many of us told ourselves, oh, that's just the way I am. Oh, that's just how I was raised. Oh, that's just the way life is. And then we start telling things to protect our ego. Oh, I don't care what people think. I'm good. I'ma still do what I do. I don't need nobody's help. I'm good on my own. I don't need nobody to survive. And then they start to deflect the truth. It's never that deep. Oh, it's not that serious. Fuck all that. When you start to fear the shit, you start feeling like, yo, but I've been this way for so long. Like, damn, this is who I always been. Like, if this wasn't me from the beginning, what's the fucking point? Who the fuck am I supposed to be now? But then you so scared of that, go back. Go back into the toxic traits, the toxic habits, the toxic way of thinking. Oh, I'm doing me because this is me. I only know how to do me. I don't know how to be anybody but me. And then we justify it. We justify every lie. Claiming like nobody's real anyway. Man, niggas is fake out here. How many of us always heard the expression, fake it till you make it? How many of us are still doing that now? At some point in your life, Maybe not now, maybe not later, maybe sometime down the road, but at some point, shit gonna fucking hit you and you gonna be like, what the fuck? When did I lose myself? Where did I lose myself? What happened? Yeah, that's the reckoning.
Reckoning isn't just self-awareness, it's accountability. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. But here's the wild part. 95% of people think they're self-aware, yet only 10 to 15% actually are. That means most people are living in their own illusion. Mind-blowing, right?
When was the last time you seen you? The real you. Now, I'm not talking about the one that's easy to love. I'm not talking about the one that's always easily accepted and liked and easy to get along with. Nah, I'm not talking about that person. The ugly, the nasty. I'm talking about that person, that part that you don't want to see, that you want to hide, that part. All those other parts are cool, yeah. But the real you, when was the last time you got to see that person? And if you don't know when was the last time you got to do that, yo, we got some work to do. Let's get into it. Boom. Now we getting down to the breakdown. Now, the 3 ways that we end up losing ourselves, and it's not always random in how it happens. So it's a slow, steady, quiet process that happens through these 3 traps. Number 1, the survivor persona. Since day 1, you and I have been programmed to be polite, but not too bold. Speak up, but not too loud. Be different, but not too different. Make yourself small just to fit in, or risk standing alone like a castaway. And the fact that after you followed these rules, you became them. They became who you are. They became a part of your acceptance, your authenticity, so to speak. You made it easy not to rock the boat. You made it easy just to fit in. You weren't born playing a role. But somewhere along the road, the mask that we put on was fitting so well, we forgot we were wearing one.
And that's exactly why so many people feel like strangers in their own life. Studies show that 70% of people admit to wearing social masks just to be accepted. Imagine that. Spending so long adjusting, you forget what home even feels like inside yourself. But here's the truth. Your real self never left. It's just buried under years of conditioning. The question is, are you ready to unlearn who you had to be and remember who you actually are?
Now we're getting into number 2, the validation void. You don't just want success. You want proof that you exist, that you matter, that you are somebody, that you belong here. And since you and I were kids, we were trained to believe that being accepted means being good, be nice, be kind, share, be useful, be easy to love. If you played your part right, you got the praise, you got the nods, you got the applause. That's my boy, that's my girl. That told you that you were worth something by catering to what people outside of you thought you should be. So you learned the game, you adjusted, you figured out what got you love, what got you respect, what kept you feeling invisible. And before you knew it, you weren't moving for you anymore. You were moving for them. And you know what's crazy? Even when they do clap, even when they do give you praise, even when they do give you the love, that shit don't hit like you thought it would. Because validation fades fast. And the second all that bullshit stop, You back at war with yourself, wondering if you really mattered to begin with. So, question, right? If nobody clapped, nobody noticed, nobody needed your ass, would you be proud of who you are? Let us know what it is, Vybe.
The wild shit is, even when they get the validation, it's never enough because approval is a drug and withdrawal is real. Studies show dopamine spikes the same as addiction when we get likes and praise. But over 60% of people say they rely on external validation to feel good. The cycle? Chase, hit, crash, repeat. And the real flex? It's learning to validate yourself first. Like we said in the last episode, authenticity validates yourself.
Yo, let's be real. If nobody ever complimented you, looked your way ever again, would you believe that you were valuable? And your common facts down below if you ever caught yourself chasing validation before. So I'm gonna be real, I definitely have. And now, we getting into number 3. Your safe space. You say you want better, but the second discomfort hits that ass, disappear, gone. Where you at? Smoking another blunt. You go through an eighth turn into a half turn into a whole zip. Smoked out. You scrolling through TikTok, thumbs numbing in a bitch. Looking at somebody else's life, looking at their story. While you sitting on pause on your shit. You keep putting it off. Or maybe I'll do it next week. Or maybe I'll do it next week. Or I'll do it when I feel like it. We talked about this shit before. And then some of us still in the same fucking place. We say I'm gonna be more disciplined. But yeah, here we are snoozing our fucking alarm 7 times. We want change. But we watching people change right before our eyes, but we just watching on TikTok or IG scrolling. You want a new life. Leave the old one behind. You don't need no motivation. You don't need to look at other people. You just need to stop hiding. Stop hiding behind the distractions, behind the routines, behind the numbing of your pain, your emotions because of the shit that you did or didn't do, whatever the fuck. The illusions that we wake up to every day that we tell ourselves, hoping that we wake up different. But that's not how this shit work. Yo, your safe space really ain't safe. It's a fucking trap. A loop. A cage disguised as comfort. You don't even realize it because you protecting your peace. You avoiding the thing that you're supposed to do. Avoidance is not peace. But let's be real. Are you gonna keep waiting for change to feel easy? Or are you finally willing to walk through that shit? Put in pain. Push all the bullshit aside. Now we getting into the breakthrough. Alright, boom. We broke it down in threes, the 3 things that make us lose ourselves. And I know I talk about this a lot in the last couple episodes about losing ourselves, but it's so easy to lose yourself. And you can lose yourself in so many different ways. If you really want to find yourself, stop running. Stop numbing that person down. Stop avoiding. Stop lying. That means no weed for at least a couple hours a day. Maybe if you could do a day, do 3 days. No social media for a day or a couple hours. Just time for yourself, bro. No background noise, no instrumental music, none of that. None of that. Just you, raw, unfiltered, face to face. Face to face with everything you've been trying to outrun. Your fears, your insecurities, the memories you don't want to talk about, the parts of you that feel unworthy, unseen, unfinished. This shit is ugly, my nigga. It's uncomfortable. Yes. But if you don't face yourself now, you'll spend your whole fucking life as a stranger in your own skin. So really ask yourself, are you finally ready to meet the person you've been avoiding? Peep this shit out, right? I'm gonna make it easy. Spend 5 minutes alone in silence today. No phone, no music, just you. Just you. And yo, you tell me what you come up with. And if that shit gets uncomfortable, and if you can't do it, that's the work right there. Trust, bro. I'm just doing this shit to help people like me who fuck up all the time, bro. Who constantly feel out of place, like they don't belong. But realizing that, nigga, we ain't supposed to be on with anybody but ourselves. And the more that we come in tune with ourselves, the people that's supposed to be in our lives will come. That's the breakthrough. Now we get into the breakthrough number 2. Kill the fucking noise. You spent too much time letting opinions, expectations, shoulda, coulda, woulda, shape your choices in your life. But our life ain't no fucking group project, bro. The more you let the world decide who the fuck you supposed to be, the further you drift away from who you actually are. It's our fucking life. Nobody else's. Let's take that shit back, bro. Yo, real shit, think about this. I want you to riddle me this, right? What's one thing you wanted to do, but you held yourself back, or because of what other people might think? Yo, drop it in the comments. I want to know. Because I definitely have. And that's one of the things I regret, and I will never do it again. But now, we get into number 3. Redefine what success looks like for yourself. They told us that success was a job, a title, a number, something to chase, and something to prove. But the shit that they never told you, that success that isn't yours, will never satisfy you. You can have the money, the degree, the validation, the bitches, the niggas, the whatever. You can have all. You can have it. You can have it all, and it still feel like it's never enough. Because real success isn't about what you have. It's about who you are when no one's watching. It's knowing that you wasn't faking it. It's knowing that you kept it real. You kept it 10 toes down every step of the way. And that you actually built a life that you respect. So now we're not chasing what looks good on the outside. Define what that shit looks like for you. Define what success looks like for you. Because if not, you'll spend your whole life being a stranger in someone else's. I'm gonna leave you with something, right? And even for me, I had to take some time with this, but if success had nothing to do with money, what would it look like for you? Yeah, let us know in the comments. Alright. Enough of the seriousness. I know today was a little comfortable. But now I'm coming with a new segment. This is called the Mind Fuck. Just vibe out with me real quick. So, imagine waking up, right? Whole new day. But everything you ever been told about yourself is erased. No expectations, no memories, labels, achievements, failures, nothing. Your name, gone. Your past, a blank slate. Your identity, no longer identified or defined by anything you've done, anything you own, or anything anyone has ever said about you. No blueprint, no rules, no right way to be. Just you. Describe that person in 3 words. Hey, yo, Vybe. Today was tough. But yo, let them know what they missed out on today.
All right, let's wrap this up. In this episode of Reckoning, we dove deep into the moment you stop running from yourself and meet the real you. Not the version shaped by expectations, trauma, or survival, but the raw, unapologetic you. We talked about how we lose ourselves, becoming the person the world expects instead of the person we truly are. We explored the validation void, how external approval keeps us trapped in a cycle of seeking more. And let's not forget the comfort cage, where avoiding discomfort keeps us numb and disconnected from our true selves. But here's the breakthrough. Finding yourself means facing that unfiltered you, sitting in silence, stripping away distractions, and defining yourself without needing permission. It's about redefining success on your own terms, not chasing what looks good to others. Now, let me ask you something real. If you woke up tomorrow with no past, no labels, no memories, just a blank slate, who would you be? Most people don't even know the answer, and that's the problem. This episode wasn't just a discussion. It was a mirror, a chance to see yourself clearly and confront the truth staring back at you. So here's your challenge. Take one action today that forces you to confront yourself. Whether it's sitting in silence, questioning your path, or redefining success on your own terms, just do it.
Yo, Vybe, as always, thank you for the recap. And thank you for everything that you've been doing so far. But look, y'all, we lose ourselves in so many different ways we don't even realize it. I'm not here to tell you how to live your fucking life. If smoking is your thing, like it is mine, cool. If chasing a bag is your thing, do you. If sucking dick, fucking pussy, whatever the fuck is your thing, live your fucking life, bro. But before you roll up, before you do whatever it is that you do, sit with yourself first. Just for a minute. No distractions. No autopilot. No, this is just what I do. This is just who I be. No, really ask yourself, am I doing this because it's actually me? Or because it made me? Because if you never stop to really question the shit that you do and how you do it, do you even know who you really are? That's the fucking challenge. That's the work. Just sit with yourself. And if that silence feels uncomfortable, like I said, nigga, that's the fucking work. We found the work. But it's what you know, current Vybe, it's not only about self-help. It's just a realization that we all human and we all like different things and we all go through different things. Like I said, no matter where the vibes is, high, low, or in the unknown, we gonna take it there. We gonna break that shit down. And we gonna bring it home. But like always, keep the vibes high, keep them alive. Stay vibing, my friends.
Current Vibe Podcast with O and Vibe.